It's us again, and we're about ready to review what happened the last 2 months with Kid Street and where we're headed in the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So we did Berry Blast Theme Park, Fruits of the Spirit. The kids loved it. I noticed even my own children, they were remembering what they were being taught, so way to go. I thought it was an excellent ending, too, because we did an iodine in water, talking about sin and how Jesus cleans us from that. And that happened this last week, and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. And we're really going to just jump on that and continue talking about salvation and what Jesus did for us. And so this week, we start a new curriculum called Treasure Quest. And in Treasure Quest, it is all about salvation and really looking at it in different ways and how Jesus forgives us. And we're going to be doing that by looking at the life of Christ. So I think we're really going to enjoy that. What's going to happen is Easter will actually fall on the resurrection in our lesson. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. But in order to do that, we've had to make just one little change. So I just want to throw that at you, but don't get nervous because we're really going to be handling it. But what you'll see is the last week of March, the 5th Sunday, the church has other plans for the children to be upstairs and they're not to be Kid Street. And in that, we're going to skip lesson 5 downstairs.
And that'll keep us on track so that crucifixion and Easter fall on
correct.
Saturday, so.
And so lesson 6 then starts the first week of April and will continue on. Now what that will do, though, is that we will have to bring in lesson 5 the last week of April. Why do you need to know this? Well, just if you look at the numbers in your lesson book, you're going to say, oh, now we're on lesson 5. That's it, because what we're going to be emailing you is going to be right on target, and what's going to be in your books are going to be the right lessons. So you don't need to worry about that, but if you're looking at the lesson numbers, don't be confused by that, okay?
Right.
Moving on to some housekeeping for this time, the things we've learned in the past couple months, is we've changed up the sign-in sheet. And what you're going to notice, first of all, the office would really appreciate it if we put the date right there. Okay, so try to remember to the date. We all struggle with this. I've been struggling with this too. So make sure we put that date because Judy's like, what week was this? So that will help her out and help our record keeping. And then also, this won't happen this week because of Women's Retreat. We're swamped. But probably the following week, we'll start these new sign-in sheets, which will also have the time in and time out. I don't know if you can see that. And the time in and time out, we have a clock that's been sitting in the last couple weeks on the table, the sign-in table, and so it's right there looking at them, so that should help them. If they're coming in Sunday school, there's not a clock available. If they're not looking at their watch, that might be a struggle, but in Children's Church, Kid Street, we definitely want to be putting the time in and time out for our records. Also at the bottom, you'll see teachers sign in, and that's going to be really important. Sign in every week so we know who was in the classroom, and this helps us out a lot.
Yes, yes. All right, and continuing on with housekeeping things, what we're going to do, just so that we can clarify what all of us teachers need to be doing each week, if you are a 1st and 2nd grade teacher, we're going to have you in charge of the sign-in, sign-out table. That way you can own that, you can help the kids. Let's get the kids used to putting their coats on the coat rack. We know there's not enough space, we're going to get another one, but for the time being, get those kids' coats on the coat rack. Any overflows can go on the table. So 1st and 2nd grade teachers, great. If you're a pre-K kindergarten teacher, we're going to have you in charge of snack. Just try to put out 4 to 5 place settings of snack. Not a lot of kids take advantage of it. We don't want to waste. Put the snack out, cookies and water. And then it will also be your job to go around and communicate, hey guys, we've got snack ready if anybody wants it, and that needs to happen before 10:50 because that's when the large group starts. So that'll be the first thing you want to go in and try to get some snack going for them.
And if you have trouble going around communicating, ask the youth team to help you, and they'll be more than happy to help you communicate snack.
Yes. And then if you're my 3rd and 4th grade teachers, we're going to have you kind of be floaters. You're going to be engaging with the kids, making sure stations are going okay, and then at the end you will be helping with cleanup. Okay, so those are my job descriptions for everybody. Okay, moving right along, just some reminders. You're doing a great job handing out the family devotional sheets at the end. Just know, make sure that you are aware that they do match the color of your lesson, so there's no confusion if you have extras from left over from another week,
Or for the next week, sometimes they're already printed out there.
Yes.
And so just know that you're matching, because we don't always put the date on it. So you just need to know it matches whatever color your lesson is for that week. That's the same color as the family devotional.
Yes. Okay. Another tidbit, we do provide you, with your blue binder in your classroom. If that ever goes missing, just know, don't panic. The lead teacher's binder, it's the white binder out in the main group, the main group area by the VCR. It always has a copy of the lesson in there. So if something would happen and your binder would go missing, just know that we do have a copy of it there for you.
Right.
Okay, if you do secure a sub, if you cannot be there on a particular Sunday and you've emailed, or asked someone else to teach for you, please email them a copy of the lesson.
Yeah.
We need them to be prepared for what they're walking into, have their needed materials so that they are ready to go. So appreciate that. Okay, and then on a couple of Sundays, we've had some supplies, materials for you. For instance, the bean bags, the bleach, and the iodine. What we're going to try to do, we share this space down here in the basement with so many people and things go missing. But check your classroom first. We will either place those items in your classroom or in the kitchen. So check those two areas first, and we hope to communicate with you that way and have things there. Okay. The lead teachers were on a rotation, so I just wanted to communicate to you all. The first Sunday of each month, I will take the lead, and this is for the large group area out in the main part of the basement. Amanda will be doing the second week. Barb Kincaid will do the third week, along with puppets. We'll always have the puppet show as well on the third week. And then Heather Straight is doing the fourth week. So just wanted to communicate that to you all. Our goal is to have the large group dismiss by 11:25 to 11:30 to ensure that you all have time in your small group to have done what you need to do.
And then it's going to be really important that we all dismiss from small group at 11:55. And I can't emphasize this enough. We don't want to go out early, because if we're out early because of the sound issues upstairs and downstairs, we may disturb response time upstairs, and we don't want to do that. And then also, because they've been trying really hard and they've been doing a good job at getting done before noon upstairs, if we're running now past 11:55, we're kind of having to scooch while parents are coming down the hallway. So ideally 11:55.
Yep, great. And thanks so much, guys. We've had a wonderful couple months, and it's going to be great. So
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Can't wait.
Bye.